Hello, welcome to a very special edition of Burning Questions. Today is January 17. You mightn't be able to tell, but I am down here at Bray Raceway, Ballarat, ahead of the Ballarat Pacing Cup for 2025. One of my favourites, probably is my favourite race on the calendar, and I cannot wait for Saturday night. Three big guests to join us here on the show to preview a cracking meeting. We'll start with Andy Gath. I'm not sure if we've touched base much through 2025, Andy, but it's lovely to see your face, and it's nice to know that your personality, or at least your attitude towards me, hasn't changed since the new year.
No, I must say, the other night, I think it was Monday night, and Kate flying home from Adelaide and got home late, and she walked in, she said, "Oh, Hock's no longer at HRV." And I started to get balloons out and started partying and everything, and then, I read your post, sort of read like a eulogy. It didn't read like a celebration of being 4 years at HRV, but you're still with us, which is great. But, I'll try and be nicer to you this year, but no promises.
That is funny, because as soon as I hit submit on that, I had two people send me inbox messages saying, sorry to hear that, mate, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, what have I done? Anyway, so we've sorry to disappoint those that don't like me. I'm going to hang around for a bit longer. Allan McDonough joins us. Great to have you on, AMAC. You're happy to see my face for another year at HRV, aren't you?
Yeah, always, mate, always.
Good man. He's going to give us some great insights about some of his drives on Saturday night. And Darren Carroll, who is one of the great form judges in the game. He's been on radio this morning. He gives his time here, there and everywhere. Thanks for jumping on, Daz.
Pleasure. Yeah, love Ballarat Cup nights, so looking forward to dissecting it a bit more.
And just before we get stuck into it, you'll be on track running a punters club. Just give us an insight into that and how people can get involved.
Yeah, punters club tomorrow night. Myself and my brother Brett will be doing it. Ballarat always do a fantastic job on the punters club. They have people roaming around the track, getting people involved. So I think last year we might have had about 6,000 to start with the pool. So think about that. $20 a ticket. Come and see us on track. Can't make it the track, maybe DM me or try and get my mobile or something like that if you want to get involved, and we'll make an arrangement somehow.
Good stuff. Looking forward to it. I'll certainly be involved. Let's get stuck right into the show. Pride's Easy Feeds stand as a proud supporter of the harness racing industry with their set recipes and quality ingredients to give the trainer confidence in what they're feeding. So make the switch to Pride's and start getting the result you've been chasing. He wouldn't be out of place in the feature of the night, so is 888 the way to start things right. We're talking about, of course, the Jess Tubbs trained 888 Horse 11 in race 1 at 6:27 p.m. Allan, I'll just go to you quickly. You're not involved in this race, but you know plenty about 888. Do you think it's his race to win on Saturday night? He's a rating special if you look at it that way, but there is some nice progressive horses off the front row that can challenge him.
Yeah, I do. He's down in grade a long way. In that race, 888, if you forget his Bendigo run, his form prior to that was super. And I was sort of watching his career. He seems to be a lot better over the 2200 to a mile race. Back to 2200 on Saturday night. I think he should be winning. Probably the only horse to be hard to beat with maybe Exotic Bushranger, who's probably a little bit unlucky in the Hamilton Cup.
Yeah, well, I certainly agree with you. I really like 888's chances. Well, we'll go to Andy first because I reckon the next two people we're going to speak to might give a push for another horse. Andy, number 4, Cora Valley Star, trained by yourself to be driven by Kate, marked as a $26 chance here on the form guide. I don't know if we'll get that. What are your confidence levels? Have you got the gate speed to get across and find the front?
He does leave the gate pretty quick. Obviously, a couple inside him, that's pretty quick as well. So whether he leads or he doesn't, I think he's, he really needed that run first up. He was coming off an injury, and then second up at Melton in the juniors series, hit the line really strong and ran a really quick half. So he's a quality horse, even though his ratings doesn't say he's 120 rated, but he was a genuine 3-4 horse in New Zealand, and I think he's going to be a genuine 3-4 horse here as well. So I really like his chances, but saying that, it is a drop down in class with 888. If you can put a line through his Bendigo Cup run, all his previous runs have been terrific. He can sort of make his own luck. Probably doesn't handle the Ballarat track 100%, to my mind. A couple of times I've seen him race there, and he does struggle a little bit wide on the fence. So now a little bit of query on him, but I agree with AMAC too. I think Exotic Bushranger was really good in the Hamilton Cup, and there's some other horses in it too that are probably not up in the ratings yet, but they will be. So I still think it's a quality field, and I really like my bloke. I think he's got a good winning hope.
Can he, obviously a bit of speed underneath, Andy, just again on that speed map, Rakiro Slammer 1, I would suggest they might take a sit, but Exotic Bushranger, have you got the speed to cross him? And if you don't, do you think Mick Stanley would hand up to you? I don't.
Well, as a rule, Mick doesn't really hand up, and I couldn't see him handing up unless we crossed him. His horse is going very well off the back of an Interminion campaign. So he's had a pretty long campaign, but he's very good in the Hamilton Cup. He's a little bit unlucky. He's done a lot of work as well. So he's still a horse on the way up. I think one start at Melton, Drew Barrier 1 and 130 get across the exotic bush ranger, and he held him easily. So, we'll come out as quick as we can. So it's been a long time since Carroll Valley Star's in the front row, and a long time since he's been burned off the gate, but we know he does leave the arm pretty quick.
Good stuff. Darren Carroll, your thoughts here? I know you're pretty keen on Carroll Valley Star as well at likely each way odds.
Yeah, I think it's a great race. I mean, I've got so much respect for Triple Eight. I just love the horse. He's just been everywhere, into Dominions, campaign after campaign, all over the place. He's just been in everything, slot races, you name it. So he's just been so good for connections. And, his last 12 months has been a revelation, really, and what he's been able to do at his age. So huge respect for him. There's horses like Code Bailey we haven't even mentioned yet, and he's a Bendigo Cup winner, and forget he earned around first up. He'll be fitter for that. Little Louis coming off a trial at Maryborough a couple of weeks ago, and that was behind D-Row, who come out and won the Cup. So I respect him. But I'm just banking on the fact that my map has Carroll Valley Star leading. I was really taken with his win at Melton on New Year's Eve on Young Guns night. You don't see a horse do that. I know it was a different class, but he was 3 back in the running line, and he had that race won within 50 to 100 metres. He just put him away that quickly at Melton, at about the 500 metre mark. So if I've got the map right and him finding the front, then I want to be on him each way. So that's the way I'm looking at the race.
Yeah, good stuff. Respect Carroll Valley Star for sure. I'm with Triple Eight, with AMAC, and I love him over that longer trip. I think at last look, he's won 19 of his 29 races over that longer distance, and, class should prevail, but we'll see what happens on Saturday night. That's the first race out of the way. Logical Staffing Solutions provide labour hire and recruitment services to the transport, warehousing, automotive and manufacturing industries. The logical solution for your staffing needs. Balboa Rock was beaten on return, but can he bounce back to give his supporters an earn? Race 2 on the card, horse 7, Balboa Rock, Emma Stewart, Mark Pitt here. And Allan McDonough will drive the Sam Barker-trained Remy Lou. And Andy Gath has Nakula in the race, horse number 9. We'll go to you, AMAC. Maybe initially some thoughts on Remy Lou. And then also Balboa Rock, obviously trained where you work at Emma Stewart's stable. Haven't got a market here, but I assume Balboa Rock will be favourite. Is he the horse to beat, or are you happy with your drive on Remy Lou?
He probably is the horse to beat because they got me off him this week, and I drove him last start when he got beat. So that's probably the improvement they need. Get Mark Pitt and then normally grow a leg when I jump off. So I'm happy with Remy Lou. Her runs have been good. Her run last week was really good at Melton. She sat parked and probably run out of puff after in the turn, but she seems really good. And I think she'll run a good race. But Balboa Rock, he should find the front. I would have thought, and probably be too good for us.
Might give you. Do you want to have a crack at getting that camera back on, AMAC? That's better. Yeah, you're a good-looking man. We wouldn't want to deny the viewers.
Battery's going flat.
Hopefully we can get you through. Remy Lou. Would you be able to find the peaks first, do you think, or not?
Yeah, I thought I could find the front early, and it depends on how much pressure Mark puts on me, whether I hand over or not. She's just as good in front as well, But more than likely be happy to take a sit on the back of Balboa Rock.
Okay, we'll hold you to last, Andy. Darren, how did you see this race? I found it awfully tricky, but my thoughts were that maybe Balboa Rock would work to the front, and he wasn't terrible, although he was beaten as a short price favourite last time out. So I'm probably just in Balboa Rock's corner. What about you?
Yeah, I'm probably glad this is not a leg of the quaddie, the $50,000 jackpot quaddie that looks like will get up to about 250,000. So invest there. I thought it'd find the front, and then as such, deservedly odds on. Do I want to back it at odds on? I don't think so, but it does look the winner if that's the scenario that does unfold. Mick Stanley on Rudy G might try and kick up in the middle, but I just think Balboa Rock will probably be too quick early and find the front. And there you go. Gets its chance at Ballarat.
Cool, Andy, in really good form, been a great addition to your stable. This is a bit of a different scenario off the back row. Is your horse just as good with a trailing draw, or how do you see this race panning out?
Yeah, Yeah, she's getting better each run. I think Nakula had to scratch her from Bendigo a couple of weeks ago. She sort of had a few tying up issues, but she seems back on track now. Back row draw's not great for her, but if there's a bit of speed on at home, she sort of seems to work better coming off the pace. So, so it's going to be hard to win from there, especially if Balboa Rock finds the top. He's definitely the one to beat. But if he doesn't find the top, he's probably vulnerable. But it is a tricky little race. We've got a favourite that's probably going to be under the odds, but who to back to beat him is a little bit tricky. So, probably just a race. You just got to sit and watch and see what happens to the market.
Yeah, tricky race. Looking forward to it, though. That's race 2 on the card at 7 p.m. We've got a new sponsor on board. APG are involved in Burning Questions, so thanks for their support and great to have them on. Get ready for the ultimate harness racing opportunity at the 2025 APG Yearling Sales, featuring progeny from Australia's top stallions and the best odds on a race series worth $100,000. Don't miss your chance to invest in a champion. Find all the details at apgold.com.au. At APG, there's a horse for everyone. The third question, Whitebait's been all the rage, so will he win again on Ballarat's biggest stage? That's probably one of my best written questions.
Yeah, it's not bad for you, Doc.
That's not bad. That is not bad. Thanks to rhymezone.com.au for helping me out there. I've been admiring my work too much and I haven't even got the race in front of me. Race 8, number 6, Raging Whitebait. I'll hold you to last, Andy. Your thoughts here, AMAC. I thought Raging Whitebait would likely be favourite, but I thought Minos was quite good for JD Quinlan first up. Have you got a thought on the final leg, the final leg of the quaddie and also the last race on the card on Saturday night? AMAC? No.
Yeah,
we might have lost him.
Have we? That battery.
That's a disaster. What about you, Darren? I think you're keen on Whitebait.
Yeah, really taken with this horse. He's had 3 runs since coming from New Zealand, all been really impressive in my eyes. He's got gate speed. He can sit parked if he needs to as well. So he's adaptable to depending on the conditions of the race. I think he'll press forward here. Because he's so adaptable, he can just control the speed and the tempo from his gate 6, and I'd be surprised if he got beat. So I'd have him as one of the better bets of the night. From a value point of view, outside of him, I think Norm's Lady was really improved last time from the pole. It's a rough chance, and Triple Rock Saint thought trial really good at Bendigo a couple of weeks ago. So, but I've got Raging Whitebait clearly on top.
Clearly on top for Darren Carroll. Andy, Kate will take the drive. Adam Kelly, I think I'm right in saying he trains from your property. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, that's right. And yeah, the horse has done a great job since it's come out from New Zealand. And as Darren said, it come from back in the field at Warragul, sent it death at Geelong and 1 and led at Bendigo. So, he's got all the tools to be a really nice horse, and he's got a little bit of class about him. He can sort of press separation on fields pretty quick. So, yeah, no, he's a quality horse. He's probably main dangers are probably on the back line. I love Minos as a horse. He's a really good horse. He won the Bathurst, I think, 3-year-old division last year. And, first up, he was really good behind Tango Tara and Black Bolak. So he's a quality horse, but Ballarat's a little bit tricky, especially when he's main danger. Kate's going to get the opportunity to control the race, I'd say. So he's definitely the one to beat.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, just got a few of the hard-working, lovely staff here at the Ballarat District Trotting Club.
Delivering a feed?
That's fine. It's, they're doing some last-minute preparations, and I've thrown them out here, just turning up on a whim. We've lost Allan McDonough, which is a bit disappointing. I was almost thinking about knocking his 4 questions over and then letting him go, but that's okay. So looking forward to race 8 on the card. I am with Minos, just ahead of Raging Whitebait, but I think they're clearly the 2 winning chances. The 4th and final question. We don't have a sponsor for this one, so if Gath Racing would kindly fork out a bit of cash for once, Andy, you could get involved.
Well, it's fine. Well, Darren and I do this for nothing. I'll have to pay one person. That's you. I'm not sure I can afford you.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the first lump sum of cash. The 4th question, though, Herbie's decided to go with the boy. So will the freak be bringing him the joy? We're talking about the Ballarat Pacing Cup, and James Herbertson, he's mulled over a number of drives that he could have taken. Kanina Problema was one of them, the last start Shepparton Cup winner. And also Mac Dan, who he's driven on a number of occasions for Emma Stewart. He's ended up going with Bulletproof Boy from Barrier 3 for Scotty Ewan. I'll hold you to last, Andy. We'll go to you, Darren. If he asked for your advice, and he has before, but he didn't on this occasion, who would you have instructed him to drive?
Yeah, asking the hard questions, but yeah, I would have said Bulletproof Boy. But in saying that, Mac Dean's a really nice horse, and he's got an allegiance to that stable of late, and had some great opportunities. But I think him and Scotty have a really good association, and they love this horse. And I think deep down, I know Herbie's as competitive as they come, but I also think that there's some sentiment there, and they'd love to get this horse going and running the big races like the Hunter Cup and big cups and stuff like that. So I reckon Herbie's doing his best to do whatever he can do to help Scotty and this horse get across the line.
Yeah. Before I get a tip in the race, Daz, I've just got the Ballarat Cup here, which is a beautiful looking cup. How many beers do you reckon you could fit in this?
I reckon for you, 3.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4 to 5.
Okay.
But most important, I don't know about that. Most importantly, who's going to be taking this home on Saturday night?
Such a great race, Toc. I know my brother Brett is super keen on Bulletproof Boy. He's really bullish, and he just thinks with Herbie on, it improves significantly. I'm probably not as bullish, even though I think I've got it on top. It doesn't deserve to be the price that it is. I think it's too short. I think it'll get out in the market. I think the market will sort of even itself out a bit. Gee, it's a tactical race early. I'm not confident of the map, and hence why I'm not really confident in my outright selection in the race, and hence why I think I'm going to go for some value in the race. And I'm not just doing it because it's a great man's here on the show with us, but I think Hector from 3 or 4 fence is the opportunist in the race. His runs through the Inter-Dominion were outstanding. He's run in the Bendigo Cup, sectional wise, was as good as anything, and I know that's equivalent to Ultimate Vinny and Bulletproof Boy as well. But I just think I just want to be on something that's following the speed and an opportunist and at value in a race that's a really hard race, and I think you'll go around about $20. So each way, Hector for me.
Yeah, we did the Friday form panel just before, Daz, and I gave 4 numbers and then said I wouldn't mind having something on 1 and 2, which I didn't include in those numbers, which is Hector and Ultimate Vinny.
The favourite could come out and win and make us look silly, but that's it's certainly it's a great race, and I must add that the Country Cup series has been outstanding so far. The Bendigo Cup was a great race. The Shepparton Cup was another outstanding race, and how good was the Hamilton Cup on Sunday? So we've been so lucky and blessed with how good the Country Cups have been so far this season.
Yeah, we have. Andy, a Country Cup's always better when you actually win it, I'm sure. So you can appreciate good racing, but I'm sure you'd take a boring race or a terrible race if you could walk home with a cup.
Yeah, definitely. But for one of mine to win, it can't be a boring race. It has to be an exciting race because they're both opportunists and they both need the speed on. And, it's a pretty fast front line, and there's no really standouts, even though Bulletproof Boy's sort of favourite. He's probably a little bit unders. When you don't have a real short price favourite in it, you tend to get, truly run race, and that's what we're looking for. Hopefully we're 4 from 4 with great cups so far this season. As we all know, Hector, he's the battle of a lot of luck, but he's got to be driven for luck, so that's why he's probably so unlucky all the time. And Tango Tara, he's 9, he's racing as good as ever. So, yeah, I don't really know which way to go in this race. It's a little bit tricky. I just hope, mind if opportunity arises, they're good enough to win, I think. But yeah, no, it's a great race. Probably the last 2 years, the Ballarat Cup probably lacked a little bit depth wise, and I think time is to move it the week before the Hunter Cup. We're going to have the Casey Classic next week with 30,000, and you're going to have Leap to Fame, Republican Party, and Catch a Wave in it. And if it was Ballarat Cup night, those whole 3 would be in there and enhance that race. It's hard for the interstaters and New Zealanders to come in and be away for so long. I just think going forward, if you move the Ballarat Cup the week before the Hunter Cup, it will just enhance both races.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I wouldn't be against that for sure. I think you didn't quite answer it, but if I had to absolutely push it, Andy, Hector or Tango Tara?
I go Tango Tara. I think Norm watches burning questions.
That's right. Good call. Good call. Ballarat Cup here, Andy. What is your record in the Ballarat Cup? Have you won it?
No, I haven't. No.
Placing?
Yeah. Sorry?
Had a placing in it?
Can't remember. No, it's a race that's probably eluded me. So, yeah. Hopefully I can rectify it this year.
Well, I know you don't drink beer or you don't I mean, you might have one here and there, but how many Red Bull and vodkas can we fit in this, do you reckon?
Yeah, probably enough to get me through the night.
Can we absolutely lock in a Red Bull and vodka in the committee room if you're able to win it?
No doubt whatsoever. As long as you wipe your fingerprints off it.
Yeah, I should be wearing the white gloves, shouldn't I? Anyway, fantastic race. Looking forward to it. Cannot wait for the Ballarat Pacing Cup. Thanks to Woodland Stud Group 2 event, but let's be honest, it's a Group 1. $100,000 at 9:05 p.m. Let's move on to the Sharps Bakery Best Bets. Darren Carroll, we'll go with you first of all. Where are we launching into on Saturday night? And I'm assuming whatever you tell us here will be one of the key plays for the Punters Club.
Sharps Bakery, a great sponsor. I did a little bit of maths because I knew you'd be talking about best bets. 51 days to Birchip Cup, so
wow,
not far away. So 51 sleeps for some people, probably a bit less for you, Toc, because you don't sleep sometimes. But
I won't be sleeping that night anyway.
March 9, be there. Always a great day. So I love giving Birchip a good plug. My best bet, race 4, number 1, Snow Hunter is the way I want to go. I know there's a heap of speed there. Aggressive Jason Lee. I love how aggressive he is off the gate. Just think it finds the front, and from there, control the race and be very, very hard to beat.
Good stuff. Snow Hunter for you. What'd you say? Race 4, number 1.
Race 4, number 1. Yeah.
Ballpark price range, Daz?
Probably $2.40-ish. Yeah, $2-ish. Yeah.
Good stuff. Race 4, number 1, Snow Hunter with Darren Carroll. Andy Gath, what are you going to do? Can you get your season off to a flyer with a winner on Burning Questions?
Yeah, well, I'll go race 1. Number 4, I think, is Carroll Valley Star, so I'll stick with one of my own and put the pressure on straight away. Yeah, get the $26 and just keep getting on. And then hopefully you can back up Wednesday, win at Maryborough as well.
Wow. Geez. All right. Let's just knock over Saturday first, and then we'll worry about Maryborough later in the week. Each way or win, Andy?
Win. We're not each way punters, are we?
Probably won't be each way price, probably.
It's a good way out, isn't it? Good stuff. So race 1, number 4, Carroll Valley Star for Andy Gath. I'm going to go with race 3.
I tipped in the same race.
No, I'm going to go race 3 in the Campbell Comments Trot over 2,200 metres. Race 3, number 9, Aldebaran Brook. I think she's a special. I'm going to say maybe season 2025 will be a year of big statements. If she trots the whole way and doesn't win, Andy, I'll let you decide the punishment for me. I think she's just about over the line if she trots the whole way. Well, if she trots the whole way and gets beat, what have I got to do? I'm not going to barrack for Sydney.
Nah, I think you're going to have to start wearing a tie on Burning Questions.
Okay. A tie for Burning Questions, at least for the next episode anyway.
That's it, yeah. Maybe a bow tie.
Okay, we'll have to go buy one. But there is a Kmart down the road.
Yeah.
Good stuff, righto. Bow tie will be on if Aldebaran Brook trots the entire way and gets beat in race 3 on Saturday night. Andy, thanks for jumping on. Love your insight. Don't know about your personality, but we love hearing from you here on Burning Questions.
Not a problem. Good to be back.
And thanks again, Darren Carroll, for your insights.
Pleasure, mate.
Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday night. And thanks to Allan McDonough, who hung around for a while. We got through a couple of races, and he's got a really good chance, we should have mentioned, in the Ballarat Cup with Ultimate Vinny for Sam Barker, barrier 2. That has been Burning Questions. It's the Ballarat Pacing Cup special. Make sure you tune into all the coverage at Sky Racing Active, and of course, the trots.com.au on Saturday night. We'll see you next week.